right, let's make some profitable video marketing content. Hey there, Enterprisers, what's good? It's Jason Ligo here again, and in this video I want to talk to you about how to become a profitable video content marketer. That's right, we're talking about what do you need to be a profitable video content marketer. Now, we all know that the most powerful form of content that is consumed right now is video content. Okay, video marketing content is where it's at, and it comes in various forms, right? It comes in live forms, it comes in pre-recorded forms, it also comes now the short-term videos, shorter videos, things like Instagram Reels and TikToks and YouTube Shorts. This is what's taking the world by storm right now. And all in all, it comes down to video marketing, good, strong content that is in the form of video, marketing it out there, getting it out there to spread your awareness of your message, your brand, your products, and your services. This is where you want to be, okay? Now, if you're curious about what it takes, it actually doesn't take that much. And this is one of the main questions that I always get from my associates, colleagues, and definitely my clients and customers and students is, okay, well, how do I become a profitable video content marketing professional? You know, basically, what do I need? How do I get started? And what does it take, right? And I can understand why a lot of people have this concern. You see some of these big YouTubers, and it seems like they've got this whole set, right? They got the big backdrop and this big fancy camera and the sound booms and a couple of other things. You know, I totally get it. But at the bare bones, what does it take to get started? Do you need all of that? You absolutely don't, especially when it comes down to video marketing for profit. In other words, you're not just trying to capture your life, you're trying to use video content marketing as a form of marketing a product and hopefully wanting to get a sale of a product or service in return. That's what we're talking about. That's the context and the frame that we're talking about here. Let's dive right in. All right, I'm going to give you 3 simple things that you need to get started. Again, this is bare bones, no excuses. You can get started today as long as you're intentional about it, as long as you're deliberate about it. Let me tell you exactly what you need. Number 1, you need a camera. Kind of goes without saying, right? Video content marketing is to capture video content. So obviously what you need to do that is a camera. Now, here's where a lot of people get discouraged because they think they have to go out there and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on some big DSLR or some big fancy digital video camcorder or something like that. And the reality is you don't need any of that to get started. All that you really need is simply one of these right here, your smartphone. And most everyone nowadays has a cell phone, specifically a smartphone of some kind. And if you happen to have, again, a high quality smartphone like an iPhone or a Galaxy, that literally is all that you need. The cameras, especially the front facing cameras on these things, are so much more powerful. It literally provides all that you need to capture a video. Okay, so you don't have any excuse. You don't need the big, fancy, expensive DSLR to make this happen, at least not in the beginning. If you want to go ahead and reinvest your profits as your business grows into some of those things, by all means, be my guest. But to get started, this is all that you need. The reality is, even me right now, and I'm far from the gold standard, okay? I'm not anywhere near where I should be, where I want to be. I'm headed there. I'm not the biggest game in town. But if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I've got thousands of subscribers. I've got thousands of views on a lot of my stuff. And more importantly, I've been doing this for a while. My message is out there, and assets like these have fed me and my business. And so I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And all that I really ever still use is a cell phone. You know, I've got a GoPro for vlogging and taking it on the road with me. But when it comes to recording content like this, I literally just use one of my cell phones, right? So it's all that I need. Now, let me go ahead and say a few things, obviously, if you want to go ahead and add on to that and enhance the experience. Obviously, when it comes to camera angles and making it work in front of the camera, there's a couple things that you can consider to make better. Things like good lighting and good sound, okay? Those are things that you can add on to and work on afterwards. But in order to get started, just go ahead and have a way to capture your video. A good, strong camera by way of a smartphone is a great way to get started. Number 2, intentional content. Intentional content, right? We're talking about becoming a video content marketer with the purpose and the plan of becoming profitable. In other words, you're using this information to sell something, to further your brand, further your business, and so on. So if you want to go ahead and do that, then you have to have intention behind your content. In other words, don't just film stuff just to film stuff. And this is a lot of people. You know, if you want to go ahead and do that, that's fine. But if you're trying to become profitable, if you're trying to sell something, then you want to have intent based on your content. You never just want to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. You don't want to just record stuff. One of the things that I work on with a lot of my customers and clients is this thing of live video marketing, right? In other words, going live for your crowd on Facebook Live or Instagram Live or something like that. And what most people are doing is they're making the tragic mistake of going live, and yet they're not delivering any value. They're just saying, hi, this is who I am, this is what I've done today, thanks for tuning in. And all you're doing is having a conversation. Now, I definitely appreciate the idea of building a relationship with your consumers and with your audience, but at the end of the day, no one gets paid unless a sale is made. So have a specific way to provide value on your marketing, on your video, and that value can turn into dollars later on. It's much easier to ask for a sale and ask for a call to action in the way of a sale or a prospect or signing up for an opt-in, something along those lines, once the person receives value. If they don't receive any true value, then you don't have anywhere to start. And some of the best ways to increase value and provide value are things like education and empowerment and motivation, things like these that offer real value to somebody, to the point where you can say, if you like what you got, if you like what you received and you want to see more, click on the link below. Number 3, and finally, strong call to action to a profitable offer. Strong call to action to a profitable offer. Piggybacking off my last point when I said click on the link below, that's one of the best ways, and yet it's one of the most forgotten ways to redirect someone's attention to now spending or money or making a buying decision, or at least going in the next step of your sales process, is by giving a strong call to action to whomever's watching you and listening to you and consuming your content. You never want to just say, thanks for tuning in, bye-bye, see you next time. You're not offering a call to action there. You're not telling them what to do, especially if you've done your job and provided value. What you want to do next now is direct that energy and that loyalty somewhere else. If you've provided value as you should have no problem directing their attention elsewhere. So now would be a good time to set them up for things in the future, like tune in next time, or let me know what you want to see, right? These are now calls to action that give them the opportunity to respond to you and to essentially obey you and get committed in the process. Now, obviously, the further step and the best step now is to direct that attention towards a buying decision. In other words, and for instance, if you enjoyed the content that you received today, go ahead and check out my product down below, click on the link below. You get the idea. Now what you're doing is giving them a strong call to action and inviting them to take the next step. And in this case, by clicking on the link below, they go to an offer that is hopefully profitable, something that provides more value and asks for a little bit of money in return. This, my friends, is the process to becoming a profitable video content marketer. There you have it, my friends. Listen, I hope that was helpful. This is just quick and dirty to the point, how you can get started becoming a profitable video content marketer. I hope that one of these points kind of lit something up in your mind and alerts you to some knowledge and gave you something new, or at least reminded you of some of the things that maybe you're taking for granted. But make sure that you dial in this process, and as you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot. Now make sure you give me a like and a comment to share, but the most important thing, as you know, is subscribe. Also hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. On top of that, if you hadn't had a chance yet to download my free ebook, my Digital Freedom Shortcut, it's the first link in the description below. Make sure you click on that, and it shows you exactly what I did to leave the corporate lifestyle to live in the ultimate laptop lifestyle and enjoying every second of it. All right, my friends, that's it. I'll see you next time. Take care.